More changes are being handed down from the federal government, ones that promise to alter our political and economic landscape as we know it. Governor Josh Green joins me in studio now to delve deeper into some of the ripple effects being felt here at home. Always a pleasure to have you here, Governor.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Well, let's start right into that. The tariffs going into effect today. Do we know on a realistic level how this will affect our day-to-day here in Hawaii?
It could affect our housing projects. The costs of materials are likely to go up if the tariffs are maintained for any length of time. We get a lot of our timber in America from Canada, for example. We get a lot of steel from around the world. So if those costs go up, we will see costs go up in our housing projects. And all of America has a housing challenge, so that could be a threat. Also, it's affecting our economy, at least in the short term. We see profound effects on the financial markets, which is retirement for people. We have a lot of people of retirement age, which is very threatening to them. So I'm hopeful that this is temporary. I would caution against the use of tariffs for long term.
And let's talk a little bit more about DOGE. We've been talking about that and hearing about some of the layoffs across the board. Do we know directly how that's impacting our military, our force reserve, anything like that yet?
We have some idea already. So our early analysis for Hawaii is that as many as 2,200 jobs could be affected for people working here. That's a lot. Now, I launched a hiring program, Operation Hire Hawaii, so that we can hire people into state government if they've been released from federal government, if they have a skill set that will help us. That's happening. We've already had one big jobs fair. We're going to have several more. I have heard from a lot of people, for instance, in the areas of environment, our national parks, people are being let go, especially people who are in that probationary period in the first 2 years. And remember, it's not just young people that were 25 years old and going into a first job. Some people have switched over from university after 20 years, and they are technically in a probationary period, which is very difficult to suddenly lose their job. I don't support this approach. I do support audits and getting rid of waste in federal government programs, but this is a little bit too much too quickly, and I'll do what I can to support local Hawaii workers.
Well, Governor, we appreciate you coming in and doing these live updates, especially as we have so much going on the federal level impacting us here at home.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to be continuing to touch base and try to form solid relationships. I have some, positive working relationships with some of the cabinet over in the new administration in energy and housing, and I want to make sure I do my best for Hawaii and keep our economy going. But I will push back pretty hard against any healthcare malpractice that may come out of HHS. So expect that to be my effort, but just for the good of Hawaii.
Thank you, Governor Green, for joining us here on Good Morning Hawaii.